Okay, Rishus, the Rav, and Rabbi Kalish, we just want to thank the Shul for putting this together for the whole Shul. We'd like to thank the sponsors, the Erez family, Lila Nishmas Mordechai ben Nachem Nechemyov, Klein family, Lila Nishmas Moshe Mordechai ben Baruch Menachem, Palak family, Lila Nishmas Menachem Nochem ben Yeshua Kain, and somebody anonymously donated for all those who need shidduchim. It should be a source for them.
And I also want to say here, just very briefly, I know everyone's here for Kalish, so I'm imagining this space will fill up. I mean, if anyone wants more space, there are seats over here. Breathe. I want to thank Rabbi Kalish for coming and I was thinking about the reach of the yeshiva, and there's some people that are Rosh Yeshivas of their institution, and there's others that their reach goes way beyond an institution and extends to the whole, come out the whole world. And I'm very excited to be able to host. We're able to host someone who I've learned so much from over the years. It's not common that you spend a lot of time with 24 years working closely with somebody and only appreciating and respecting more. Usually, it goes the other way. And I think that Rabbi Kalish and the yeshiva and everything that the yeshiva represents would have a lot of nachas from what goes on in the shul. And it's it's a great covet and a great appreciation. I thank Rabbi Kalish for coming.
Thank you. Thank you to Rabbi Farkas for the kind words, and much more thank you for the friendship. I want to tell to really thank Rabbi Farkas properly. The way I want to, it won't be full, but I want to tell you two things that happened to me recently, and share something honest. And then we'll sing together, and then we'll share Divrei Torah. Twice recently, I was in Eretz Yisrael for a Shalosh Chodesh, and there are probably about 1,000 people there, and there's a certain pressure. People came, there were Rosh Yeshiva there were all different, like luminaries and dignitaries, all different people at this event, and there's a certain pressure. There's a certain pressure. People are coming, so you want it to be a certain thing. The singing should be a certain, the Divrei Torah should be a certain thing. There's a pressure like that. In the middle of this whole thing, there was somebody there who was acting Lebedik, who was being very Lebedik. To go into details, I'm sitting in front of this big crowd, and there's a certain pressure. It should be a certain thing. And a guy in the middle of this thing is fighting with others, carrying on, and the matziv is everybody's expecting a certain matziv, and this guy's carrying on. That's scene one I want to present to you. I want to present scene two to you. I went with 50 guys. We went together to Boca. Now, a big tzaddik, a very special tzaddik, sponsored this event in Boca. He spent literally tens of thousands of dollars, this tzaddik, flying in guys, arranging, getting a tent mended. It was like a gorgeous event in Boca, Florida. And my wife and I ate away Friday night, and we're joining the matziv for an Eineg Leil Shabbos. And we come to the matziv, and people, now the tzaddik who sponsored this whole thing is a tzaddik who wants to give and is a generous person and kind, but there's still a pressure. At the Eineg Shabbos, there was a Rav there, there were two Rabbanim there was a Rosh Kollel there, and people came, we're going to fabring with them. There's a certain, and inside all my performance thing go, okay, this is serious, okay. This has to be good. We were flown in, Chevra's flown in, there's tents up, there's food flowing, and the Chevra was very, very antsy, a lot of guys, and there was a beautiful basketball court in the backyard, and the Chevra wanted to play basketball on the court on a Leil Shabbos. And both times I'm sitting there, I'm stressed, and the guys playing basketball, I promise, saved the event. They saved it. It was a Shabbos, And the guy who was carrying on, shepherding others, saved the whole Shalosh Shabbos. He saved the whole thing. Kipshutai. I don't think, I have charata. I threw guys out of the yeshiva. I say the words, it's like this. I'm shamed. It's crazy to think those words. I don't think yeshiva ever is. I'm not making fun of Rosh Yeshivas. They have tough jobs. They're the best people on earth. And they mean to save the rest. Roidef, all these words. I don't think it's shaykh to throw out a bacher. You can quote every guy in whatever it is. I don't care what a guy. And I threw out guys. And each one's a chet, an avera, and I'm shamed by it. I met somebody this past Shabbos who I threw out, and I'm shamed. And I asked mechila to many, and Baruch Hashem did throw out tons. But I don't care what the person did. I believe any exception. Believe exception. You need to get him to therapy, to rehab, to therapist, whatever you need to do. You can't do. I don't think there's such a mitzvah. You can't do it yet. It's embarrassing. You can't look at me. You threw me away. There's ein davar kazeh. There's no such thing. I think, though, the guy we throw out really would save the whole yeshiva every time. Every time would save the yeshiva. I say it in sincerity. The guys were playing basketball in the backyard in Boca, Florida, saved the whole Shabbos. The Shabbos was otherworldly. They saved it. The guy who was carrying on at the Shalosh Shabbos saved all the Kipshutai mamash. We think that we have to create things. That we have to we have a shul. I say, you ruin my davening. Hashem is real and we're real. When the guy carried on, I'm sitting there, I want to make a certain matziv. Then I asked Kalish, why'd they bring the Waterbury guys? We have a shtickle lebedik, a guy can call out. I'll get a whole chevra who will do it really well. We'll all sing. Shari, I'll get guys mamish swaying. Shari Shemaim Zach, they'll close their eyes just so. It'll be so wonderful. But they didn't fly out that. I could get them whole matzavim that will all close our eyes and sing Shari Shemayim Psach. Mamish Geschmack. We'll create a certain environment. Yisrael, I'll nail every. That's not what it is. It's not what it is. When I got married, I wanted a certain type of Shabbos table. And for years, we had a remarkable Shabbos table. And then my kids are amazing. That's not what they want. That's that. They saved my whole Shabbos. Shabbos is much bigger now. Much. It's not close. Because I was trying to create something and I really was invited to something. A Yid in Shabbos. I don't have to make anything. But actually show up to Shabbos. The kids are carrying on. They talk. My kids are older, they're younger, they're talking sports with each other. You think they destroy, you killed the whole Shabbos. So that Shabbos was it. That's it. The whole shul could be talking. It's not why somebody should be quiet. They killed it. I promise Hashem is real. Nobody can, you can't hurt that. Hashem's real, and so we talk to Hashem. They ruined it. You think it's like comedians need a certain atmosphere for their jokes. If they don't have it, the whole show, you killed the show. They need a certain, there's a whole sugyas. You think we have our, Hashem is real and we're real. When the guy carried on, I said, Daniel, stop, knock it off. Now let's sing a little bit. Let's sing Tashem. Let's maybe share a nice Tvarta. Wouldn't that be Gishmak? But Yid's real, Hashem's real, service of Hashem's real. It's not, Agam Berger became from in Gaza underground. I promise Hamas didn't behave so well around her when she was having her Shabbos table. They didn't cooperate. She's real, Hashem's real. This amazing Yid became a Shemera Shabbos in underground in Gaza. Hashem's real, the Torah is real, Shabbos is real, the Yid's real. Nobody could destroy it. She was surrounded by Hamas. They weren't behaving. She sang Tashem. She refused to cook on Shabbos Kodesh. This is amazing. It's beautiful Yid, didn't cook on Shabbos Kodesh. They saved the whole event. When a guy carries on a little, he saves it because it brings you back to reality. Stop trying to create something pretend. I don't like being the authentic police. We all have fake in us. Don't try to be real. That's inauthentic. Just be and enjoy. Connect to Hashem. We really have the shamas. We really can connect to Hashem and enjoy to connect to Hashem. Farkas and his wife, in my life, this Indian of authentic Yidden to serve Hashem with there's no show, they serve Hashem. Nobody ruins that. I watched their children are big, one after another. Was Zeich in the summers to be around Menucha, all of them. I see Shloim and Shiva, a big person. Like I'm shocked. Shloim is so authentic, made this taivas from such parents. Yehudas. He used to play volleyball. Now I can't play ice hockey with him. But the just Yidden who I would say tzaddikim today since Simchas Torah I have Yidden. Somebody wants to know what a Yid is. Look at the mishpach here. This shul is a beautiful place to come here to sing with the Chaver, to share Divrei Torah is a pleasure. The word authentic, an honest, authentic experience. Authentic. Kids of today are craving that which is authentic. We say, I don't get it. Just do. Kids won't soldier today. They won't do it. I'm not saying that the quiet shul is not authentic. I'm not saying that. Because everything's authentic. I'm saying that there's a sense of kids today that we can connect to something and it could be fire to me. It can mean something to me, and that's what people want. And Yeshiva was singing Ka'ech Seif Naim Shabbos, a kisufin for Shabbos. There's a lot, Rav Kook says, it says the generation of Mashiach chutzpah yaski. There's going to be a proliferation of chutzpah. Now it doesn't sound very messianic. It says, Ikvisa de Mashiach, it's the footsteps of Mashiach. Why is chutzpah like the footsteps of Mashiach? That means a good thing. That means that it's coming from a place of emes. It's the footsteps of Mashiach. Rav Kook writes, Rav Kook writes that you're going to have a generation, we're going to say, I don't get it, just sit there. I said in Shul, I know what I'm saying, I don't know, just sit there, be quiet. And there's a generation that's going to look chutzpah, Rav Kook writes. No, I'm not doing that. Now, I'm not saying it's right to talk. One should be quiet in Shul. I'm not saying in a class a person shouldn't make some noise. I am saying that often the talker is saying that I refuse to just soldier. I can connect to this. And I don't have the connection. You have to do it when you don't feel it. The sophisticated Taina of Waterbury. Don't you have to do it when you don't feel it? And the answer is yes. But I also want to say, and I want to teach all of us that I'm a king at doing it when I don't feel it. That's the chitzonius. But what today's there is the king has that we're capable of connecting. It can mean something. It really means something. Be like, yeah, this means something to me. This means something to me. This matters to me, and I care about this. Today's generation is craving the word authentic, an experience that's authentic. So just the appreciation to friends, to the Rav of this shul, to the people that daven here in this precious shul. I'm meeting chaver that are smart to daven here and to be part of this. Yankov it's a schus. It's schus to be with you, Yisrael. It's a tremendous appreciation to Rabbi Farkas and his Rebbitzin and the whole family, but just such special Yidden. The Yidden in the full sense of being Yidden, sincere, authentic servants of Hashem. So I appreciate. I've been zeicha to a friendship with Rabbi Farkas. We've been friends now for probably close to 35 years. We're friends for close to 35 years. And really what years ago he talks about a friendship of respect. What years and years ago I saw in him, he was like ahead of the times. I saw in yeshiva, we have chevra, I came in with JD, with other chevra who were drawn to Rabbi Farkas. Guys in yeshiva were drawn to something. Just a Yiddishkeit that's beautiful, that's authentic. I want to share Divrei Torah with the chevra, but I first want to ask if Shloim and Yehuda come up. And first a little... Yona, you bring your chairs. Come. Ellie, you think you're sitting back there? Come, Ellie. Ellie. Come, Ellie. I see, come.
No, actually. No. What's your question?
Let's do. They know. You guys know Amnam Kfar Yadat. Hell, you know. You know, right? You know Kfar Yadat. Yes, it is. What?
The same words. Oh,
You both know, right? Yeah. Then you'll all do something. We'll start with a song. These words are from Messias Yesharim. And the words are, the song was composed by Yosef Karduner. And the words are that Omnam Kfar Yadata. Omnam, however, it's the end of Perek Zayin in Messias Yesharim. Omnam Kfar Yadata, however you already know, Shahanir Tseyoiser, what's most desired by Avodas Habayri, in the service of Hashem, Yisparach Shemai, blessed is his name, is Chayfetz Halev, is the desire of the heart, the Tshukas HaNeshama. Hashem wants Chiyus. Hashem wants Chiyus. That's the most desirable by Hashem. Anir Tseyoiser b'Avodas Habayri. What Hashem wants, He wants us to serve with Chiyus. I was just Zaycha this Shabbos to be together with 50 families of alumni. We made a little Shabbos. I want to make more Shabbos with the Chevra. It's hard to get away. Shabbos, we managed. I wasn't fired yet. We made a Shabbos. And what gave me the most chizuk is the guys have chiyus. Chiyus. Hashem wants the ikr. The ikr in Avodas Hashem is chayfetz halev. He wants us to serve with the chiyus. Better we do less, I dare say, less with chiyus than more and it's shleppy. The Rebbeinu Shalom wants kfar yadat. Shanir tseyoiser b'avodas habayri. We're shaykh. We're shaykh to be fired up by Yiddishkeit. We're shaykh to be excited that it means something to us. That's what we're shaykh to. Not externally, not what we tell anybody, that it means something to us. It means something to us. One of my kids asked me, Tati, do you mind? The family lights Ner Chanukah, could I wait a little bit? He was with us. He stayed. Went to his room. He needed to sing for a few hours. He had some more Torah to learn on it. And late at night, he was like, ready. We're actually shaykh that it could mean something to us. Shanir tseyoiser b'avodas habayri. But Hashem wants most in the service of Hashem is chayfetz halev, is a desire of the heart. Chayfetz halev, tshukas haneshama. If we could sing this.
Ve'amnam kfar yadata Ve'amnam kfar yadata Shehanitzeyote b'avodat haboreh Yisbarach Shemo Ve'amnam kfar yadata Ve'amnam kfar yadata Shehanitzeyote b'avodat haboreh Yisbarach Shemo Uchayfetz halev u'tshukat haneshama Uchayfetz halev u'tshukat haneshama U'tshukat haneshama Haneshama Uchayfetz halev u'tshukat haneshama Uchayfetz halev u'tshukat haneshama U'tshukat haneshama Haneshama
I want to, just from this song, I want to share something. A chiddush, maybe a chiddush, Danny. Then I'm gonna do peel off the cleaner. Maskemalia. I want to say a chiddush. The Rebbeinu Shalom, when he teaches us the Aseres Adibros, the Rebbeinu Shalom says to Klal Yisrael lamer. Now lamer, it's a Rashi in Saita, Gemara Saita. The word lamer, all over Kol HaTorah, means to teach others. Lamer means to tell it over. Lamer. I'm telling you something, Hashem says, I want you to teach somebody else. The problem is at Matan Torah, all of us were there. Every soul was there. There's nobody else to tell. We were all there. Every single Yid was there, alive and who will be alive. We were all there. So what's the lamer? There's nobody to tell. We were all there. We don't have to tell anybody else. So what's the lamer? So Chazal teach us, Rashi brings it to Machlokes, Rabbi Yishmael, Rabbi Kiva. I will go with Rabbi Yishmael. Rashi in Chumash says Rabbi Yishmael. So Rabbi Yishmael says that the lamer is different than Kol HaTorah Kula. Whenever it says lamer, it means to tell somebody else. By the Aseres Adibros, lamer means answer yes and no. Shem says, Zachar Yom HaShabbos L'Kadshay. Klal Yisrael says, yes, we'll do it. Hashem says, Lo Yisirtzach. I said, we won't know. So we said on Hein Hein and on Lav Lav. What's happening here? What's going on? What does Hashem want? Klal Yisrael said, Nas v'nishma. God, talk and teach us. He said, answer after me. Keep Shabbos. Yes, God. What is he? What's the sin? Seems so formal. So what's happening? What's this lamer that I want you to respond? Zachas Yom HaShabbos L'Kadshay. Keep Shabbos. What is the lamer? What is this that by Kabbalah Satira, the Rebbeinu Shalom said every Yid should respond? What is that? What I want to suggest, and this in many ways, when I describe that guy making trouble, what he brings me to, the process of learning Torah, this is by Kabbalah Satira, is not there's a Torah. People sit down, there's a Torah, and then like a guy sits down, or even a girl sits down, and like I try to push myself into Torah. There's a Gemara in Gittin that's one of the most remarkable Gemaras in Shas. The Rebbeinu Shalom's learning Torah. Eliyahu Hanavi says over that the Rebbeinu Shalom's learning Torah, and he's studying the sugya of Pilegesh Begiva, sugya in the Torah. And Hashem, when he says Torah, he says, Yonasan b'ni kachomer. Yonasan says this pshat, and Ev Yasser b'ni kachomer. He brings the pshat quoting two Tanaim. Torah is the Torah. What's he quoting? What the Tana says. Hashem needs, that Ev Yasser says is the Torah. The Gemara asks, so Hashem Mesupik, he quotes two Shittas. The Gemara says, Elu ve'elu, both are right. If you ever hear scholars talk, this gets me frustrated. It's ignorance. And people do it sounding intelligent. Scholars talk, they say, in the eyes of Rambam, but Rashi seems to feel, that's a scholar's talk, Geschmack. In the eyes of Rambam, Maimonides seems to postulate, we listen, these wise people have like different theories, and we're like the dumb guy. I don't know. The eyes of Rashi. That's not how we see Torah at all. Torah is a Rambam came and learned the pasuk, and Torah is the Rambam learning this pasuk is our Torah, and our Torah is Rashi learned this pasuk. We don't look at it two people theorizing and we're struggling. The Rambam being the Rambam. Shas is full of opinions, full of names. Take out all the names and just tell me what it says. Abaya Omer is Torah. There was an Abaya who studied this and brought out an emes to us. All of us are part of Kabbalah Satira, and our response, the way it hits us, how it hits us is part of Torah. Our response and what comes out of us and how it hits us. When Hashem studies Torah, he quotes a pasuk with Yonasan, Kachomer. That's wild. Torah is the pasuk with Yonis and learning the Torah. Did you ever wonder in Shas there's a machlokes? You ever wonder in Shemayim if I've had times, I had a chavrus I learned for 6 years. We don't see anything alike. We scream and yell at each other. I don't know if any guy here will relate to this. You're fighting for like 2 hours, going at it. And 2 hours in, you chap, he's right. It's very difficult. You're like, you just chap, you were like completely wrong. And there's a whole art. It's like you're really mad at him. You've been screaming at each other 2 hours. So okay, you're right. It's not happening. So you try to like change your opinion or like sort of make you both the same. And you like sort of like, there's a whole like art. You've just been screaming for 2 hours. Does it ever happen in Shemayim that Abayis, I know for like 1,000 years, I sort of like, Rob, I didn't know to tell you this, I sort of like I'm on your team now. And then forever, like, learning Abayis, Rav, Abayis may have gone, Rav may over the years really have shown, Abayis Omer means that an Abayis being Abayis with full sincerity brings out this truth to the world. That's what Abayis Omer, all of Shas's names, because the person is part of Limud HaTorah. The person connects to Torah. A guy is not allowed to learn Torah because a Yid is Torah. A guy is not Torah, a Yid is Torah. Torah given to us, the angels protested Torah given to us. What are they so mad about? Am I sensitive who you hand the Chumash to? I'll find you a nice guy, I'll hand him the Chumash. Say, please, take good note. Okay, so I'll be very gentle with it. Why are the angels so nervous? We have no clue what Kabbalah Satorah means. You know what Kabbalah Satorah means? We became Torah. It wasn't like, to me, when they hand the kid the Chumash play, every yeshiva everybody should wear suits, ties, frocks. I mean, it's not, you don't hand the kid a Chumash like he's home. He and she, when you hand them a Chumash, they're a shtick Torah. There's a chasna here. Kabbalah Satorah is a Yid's opinion, a Yid's view, how a Yid sees it is Torah. Every learner in the Beis Medrash, every Yid's interaction with Yiddishkeit is part of Torah. Every Yid with Shabbos, how the Yid connects to Shabbos and relates to Shabbos, that's part of Torah. When Hashem said, I want a response, that's Kabbalah Satorah, Lamer. Please respond. By the way, it's a little weird. Lamer and Kol HaTorah Kula means teach it over to somebody else. So here, Lamer is different. If you understand this, it really is the Lamer of Kol HaTorah Kula. Because the Lamers tell it over to somebody else. But here we all learn Torah, so there's nobody to tell it to. The answer is you don't learn my Torah and I don't learn your Torah. My response is part of Torah. Teach that to everybody else. Inspire everybody else. Each Yid, every single Yid. We have such like superficial things. Shlomo and I made a decision, Simchas Torah. We've been running around to Yidden since, I never ran like this in my life. Never. Since last year, Simchas Torah, we're just running everywhere. I want it to be us. There's one people. We like have these classifications. This type of Yid, that type of Yid. Those are chitzonius thing. We make up all these like titles. There's one thing. There's a Yid. There's us. There's us Yid, all of us. Us Svardim, us Ashkenazim, us Hasidish, us Litvish, us Lubavitch, us Satmar. It's all us. We got a Svardim, we speak us Svardim. They look, you're kind of light Svardim. Maybe I'm Syrian, I don't know. Whatever. I got a Chassidim, us Chassidim, us. It's all us. It's all us. It's one people. It's all us. Us Chassidim. Got a Litvish, us Litvaks. Shmak. It's all us. It's all us. And every single Yid in an emistic way as a lamer, how it hits in the Pneumius. How does it hit you? What hits you? I didn't know my Pneumius when I went to Waterbury. No shaykhs. I was a tin can like being stark. And I met guys who didn't fall for that, who weren't into that. It doesn't resonate like I being stark. They want to connect in an oifen pnimi. I'll share you a pshat that I hold as emes. I want to share a pshat. I never told Rabbi Farkas this pshat. Let me share this pshat. I learned the Gemara with my tata. I learned one Masech with my father, Areni Kaparis Mishkav. I learned one Masech to cover. I learned the Dharam with my father. And the Gemara Peyalif asks, I learned this with my tata. You talk about awkward. The Gemara asks, why are Talmidei Chacham's kids not Talmidei Chacham? Often. You learn with your father's Gemara. It's like very cute. So I learned this Gemara with my father. Then why are Talmidei Chacham's kids not Talmidei Chacham? And the Gemara gives 6 reasons. And one reason is because they call people chamayrim. I like authentic chevra. Can I ask you a question? Somebody grows and somebody else is not growing, of course you look down at them. Don't say it. They call people chamayrim, donkeys. Can I ask you a question? If somebody comes to every davening, the guy never shows up to shul, he comes very late, he's not a donkey, let's be honest. Don't say it. But you don't say, you bite your tongue, you're saying it because your whole essence knows it. And it says Talmidei Cham's kids are not Talmidei Cham because they call people donkeys. What do you want? Our kids know our thoughts. Reb Tzaddik says our kids are our deepest thoughts. You call people donkeys. Bite your tongue. Mamish, press it hard. You're calling people donkeys. What's the Gemara saying? And because of this, Talmidei Cham's kids are not Talmidei Cham, which of course means that they don't have it. If they had it, it goes to the kids. Who they are, it means they don't have it. What's going on? They call people donkey? No kidding. He's steiging. He's doing nothing. He's not a donkey. What do you want me to say? I think the pshat in the Gemara, chaymer means just chaymer means chumash, just physicality. If somebody thinks they're a tin can, and Narvas, they filled up with shas, they worked hard, so their chamar, their mamish filled up the chamar. They're a chamar noisei svarim. They're a chamar noisei svarim. There's a certain type of growth that's external to the person. So then I'm a chamar who davens on time. He doesn't come on time. He's just a chamar. In that type of steiging, he's a chamar. That's what you think. You say and not your essence will say it. Because you're a chamar who comes on time to daven, he is a chamar. If you grow in a way that you connect, that it means something, you find your soul. It resonates, lamer. We find, I was born for this. I was born for this. I wanted my kids, I prayed, I want them to find Rebbeim, completely not a forced chill. My kids met a Rebbe, they have a Rebbe, we met this summer, it was actually in the summer, my wife and I lost our mind, and they shake their head, this is it, this is it. This is what Hashem meant, he meant this. You should find Shabbos, you should shake your head, oh, Shabbos, I discovered it. Find prayer, find a minyan and say, this is it. This is it. It should resonate. That's the lamer. It's supposed to resonate. We're supposed to connect to it. Lamer, respond, hey, this is what I want. I was born for this. Lamer, there's a response. It resonates by the person. This is mamish what I want. This is who I am. If a person grows like that, they don't call anybody a chamar. They discover their own soul. By the way, they see others on neshamas. People who don't steig like them are neshamas. He's a neshama who discovered his neshama. He's a yid who didn't yet discover his neshama. You don't see anybody as a chamar. It takes one to know one. You discover the real steiging is to discover your soul. Discover it. I was born for this. I was born for this. Shayrish haneshama. My father had a tremendous love of pshat. If you told him something he didn't feel fit into that, he was like allergic. It was a shayrish and a shama. He went shortly before his patira to the Pnei Yeshua's kever we come from, and he connected in a wild way, and he found out the Pnei Yeshua also was only like pshat, it was like allergic to other things. He felt he connected to like in the shamas with, he's named after, somebody was named after him, somebody was named after the Pnei Yeshua. He felt like he went back to somebody as a sherish and a shama, like these are deep things inside of us. What Torah resonates by us? Hain, our own hain, and we're supposed to have a hain, a response. That's part of Kabbalah Torah. Abaya Omer, when Abaya reads this pasuk, what does Abaya bring out? What does he see? What does he say? That's Torah. Yasser b'ni kach Omer. That's Torah. Somebody learns like that, they don't call anybody a chamar. Zero. It's the shamas. Shamas. And then the kids are Talmidei Chamos. Kids, such a Talmid Chacham doesn't call people Chamarim. They discover deep things inside, see it in others. We could sing peel off the klipa. But let's peel off the klipa to see ourselves, the shamas, big people, and to see it in others. Let's talk and be Mekayim what we sing. You guys are worthy of saying.
Peel off the clippers, the Benimiyat, every year has a neshama. Feel of the clearest, see the Benimiyat, every year has a neshama. Feel of the clearest, see the Benimiyat, every year has a neshama. So holy, so pure, so precious, the sharpest of Yedin, the sharpest of Yedin, oh Yedin. So holy, so pure, so precious, the sharpest of Yedin, the sharpest of Yedin. Of the clearest, say the Benimiyat, Yedin Azad Neshama. Of the clearest, say the Benimiyat, Yedin Azad Neshama. So holy, so pure, so precious, the sharpest of Yedin, the sharpest of Yedin, oh Yedin. So holy, so pure, so precious, the sharpest of Yedin, the sharpest of Yedin. I'm one of the Yedin, 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 oh Yedin, 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 so precious, so pure. So precious, so pure, so precious, so pure. So holy, so pure, so precious, the sharpest of Yedin, the sharpest of Yedin, ah Yedin. So holy, so pure, so precious, the sharpest of Yedin, the sharpest of Yedin, oh Yedin. So holy, so pure, so precious, the strongest of Yedin, the strongest of Yedin.
Beautiful. I want to learn a piece of Torah together, but the schos of Torah, it has to be boiteach. Ba'avor aviseinu shabatchu v'chava talamdim chukechaim. The schos of Torah is betach, is faith. To watch our people today, to watch the Yidden coming out, returning from hostage, to watch these Yidden, this beautiful, beautiful Yidden, Hella. Yidden who fasted in Kippur, Yidden who became Shemer Shabbos, Yidden who Yid found a Siddur there, Nifla. We're an amazing people. If we could sing B'chastecha B'tachti, then we'll share a good song. Then we'll share a good word. Let's all sing, JD, let's all sing it together. Yankov, let's all see. Yisrael should come and sing something. After you'll sing something, Shlomo. Beautiful. I want to share a word that I wasn't planning on saying. I wasn't planning on saying it tonight, but it's coming to me now hard. So I want to share this with the Chevra. Then we'll see if we get to the other things later. Already, we'll see. At the beginning of the parasha, it describes Mishpatim. This coming week's parasha, it speaks about an Eved Ivri. We'll assume this guy was a Ganav, stole down and out, a robber. And he's caught, and he has to pay back. He has no money to pay, and he's sold as an Eved Ivri. Now, he's sold as an Eved Ivri to another beautiful Yid. And a Yid buys an Eved Ivri, an Adain, a Yid who's an Adain, takes care of his Eved, mamish, he's mechabed his Eved, nifla. He's not allowed to give him any jobs of bizyonis. He treats him with tremendous respect. If he has one fancy mattress, the Adain, only has one good mattress. The rest of the mattress in the house are junk. He has to give it to the Eved. Because the rule is he has to be equal. Imcha, if the Adon takes it and not the Eved, he's over in Issa Daraisa. Imcha, he has to be equal. If he gives it to no one, it's midas time. If I can't have it, you won't have it. So by force, he gives it to the Eved. He mamish treats the Eved royally. Eved, he has rules and regulations. The Eved's treated with tremendous dignity. And of course, the Eved, after his 6 years in Avodah, he falls in love with his Adain. Of course, as an Adain, the way the Rebbeinu Shalom says a Yid should treat another Yid, he falls in love with his Adain. And he says, I don't want to go free. Anybody could understand this Eved. He's mamish, he makes sense. I don't want to let go. I found the light. He was a Ganav, the lower rungs of society. And he finds an Adain who's like nice to him, so he holds on to it. He finds an Isha. He was a married man before. He's given like a quasi-wife. It's not a real wife. It's Shefcha Knanis. And he says, I don't want to let go. I have the Asishti. I like the wife I have here. Under these conditions, the way his Adon's treating him, he finds friendship. Ishta means a wife, friendship. He finds friendship. Now he has much better friendship at home. We'll get to that. But he found friendship here. And then he finds as well, he has children that are not really his. They're Avadim Knanim. But he likes his kids. He likes giving. The man finds everything beautiful in this world. Finds everything in the world. Mamish finds it all. And the Rabbi Shalom says it's time to leave and go home. He says, I don't want to leave. I found an Adain. My prayer for every one of my kids, I want them to say these three are Haftis. Hafti is Adaini, I love my master. Love my master. Avdei Hashem. Love my master. Ishti, I found friendship, my wife. Es Banai, giving children. Nifla. And this guy finds it all, and he doesn't want to let go. Doesn't want to go free. For anybody who reads these psukim, you know the irony is, why is he supposed to go free? Why shouldn't he stay? Because li avodim. You're avodim to me, Hashem says, not avodim to avodim. Havdiyas Adain is right. Let go. You'll find your Adain. Hashem. Ishti. It's a very nice companionship you have here. You have a wife, you'll be together for all eternity. Your wife, go home to your real wife. Banai, they're very nice kids. You're giving in a nice way. You have children at home. If you just let go to the perception of these things, and this, I don't say it's fake. He has an Adon here, but if he just lets go, he would have it in a deeper and more real way. But I found in Waterbury, we all build a lot of walls. That's what we do. We build walls. We're afraid. So we build perceptions and things of stark and all different things we build. If we actually let go of a lot of the things that we build, we let go and we actually dig in a little, we'll have the thing in the most real and deep and profound way. You built, and by the way, it could be sometimes you need, I don't want to say it pretend. He made like a matzav of Adaini, Ishti, Avanai. It's like a shtickle like show of it. It's cute, it's geschmack. He has an isha of sorts. He has a banim of sorts. But you could have it in a deeper way. I don't think this is a one-time sugya of somebody who has something. If he but lets go of the perception, can have it more deep. I want to tell you, it's a minor story that happened. I've said it a lot this year. It's a minor story, but I think it brings this out well. I went with my daughter to the mall. The mall in Waterbury, most of the stores moved out. And I went to the mall, and she was taking care of herself. And I was in the hallway on the phone. I was talking to Aaron Hartman. Let my people go. I was talking to Aaron Hartman, and I'm on the phone, and an inner city, big, strong, strapping guy comes up to me, and he's getting way too close. And it sounds funny. I say it every time. It's not a joke. I thought he wanted a hug, which I don't mind. I'm not a racist. He came mamish into me. I thought, okay, we hugged Waterbury Geschmack. Okay, maybe he knows the chevra. I don't know who he knows. But then he gets right nose to nose, and he screams, "Get out of Gaza." says it a second time, get out of Gaza, spits on the floor and said it a third time, get out of Gaza, shrieks in an empty mall. Aaron Hartman's on the floor and says, are you okay, Rebbe, you okay? So are you okay? The answer is no, but you can't help right now. Like, I don't know what you're going to do from Florida. Maybe if he raps for the guy, he'll see like we're like we. But the guy shouts, I was very shaken up. And b'chesed Hashem, the guy walks away, he leaves. I was very, very shaken up. Now I had a very shameful feeling. And my feeling at the time was, I'm just too tired of this. Netanyahu, please get out of Gaza. I felt a lot like that inner city guy. Get out of Gaza. Get out. I can't. That's a very shameful thought. I have friends that I have a brother-in-law who's in Gaza as we're talking. The brother-in-law is sitting in Gaza. I have guys in yeshiva with 40 guys who fought in Gaza. We have guys who are there, guys who are fighting, guys who are on the front lines. And Kalish, a guy comes and I'm a little nervous and I can't handle it. We'll get out. It's a shtickle shameful. The younger version of me would have denied that I had the thought. That's what we teach our little kids. Kinna's bad. So you learn, okay, I'm not jealous. Jealousy's bad. I'm not jealous. No. It's one of the Aseret Hadibros. But I'm very jealous. You're not allowed to be. And I'm like, we're all jealous. We get jealous. Instead of working on a sugya, there's an avoid the pneumius. Shen send me something. I can work. I can get somewhere. So till I met the guys, I would just deny. Took years, Yisrael. But now I see the guys that you could have a pneumius. It's like amazing. So I call out myself, Daniel, you want to get out. I'm not going to ignore that. I'm not going to go there anymore. I'm not going to play that game. I am feeling I want out. So I like going on walks with myself. I like working through sugyas now. I'm learning. And I say to myself, Daniel, what do you want? And I want to call Netanyahu. I can't handle it. It's embarrassing. It's shameful. This is where I'm at. I'm not going to play with myself. Hashem made me, and I'm going to accept me. Daniel Kalish wants them out. I can't handle it. The guys fighting in Gaza, peace to them. I mean, amazing. All the blessings. I'm freaked out. I just need you out. I can't handle this. It's too scary. So I decide I'm calling Netanyahu. That's why I made a decision. I'm going to call Netanyahu. I decided I happen to like him a lot. He's a Yid who most of the places on earth he would go, he would be arrested for being a Yid or maybe killed. Most places on earth. I daven for him. I like the man a lot. I'm not a politics guy. I don't know much about politics. I like a Yid who stands up for Yid. And most places on earth, he's not invited. He can come to my house. He's in my prayers. I like this man. So I decide I like him. He'll probably like me back. It's a pasuk. It works that way. So I want to call Netanyahu, tell Dan Kalish from Waterbury, Connecticut, please get the troops out. Please do me a favor. I can't handle it anymore. So I decide I'm calling Bibi Netanyahu. That's it. And he's going to like me. I had the sense, I said, you're really a nice guy. Like we hit it off. We really like each other. He's let me get Yoav on the phone. At the time, Yoav Galant was the general. I'm going to call Yoav and tell him there's a guy, Dan Kalish. He can't handle it. Please, if we could all, how do we arrange? We'll all handle together to get everybody out safely. So we decided together, me and Bibi, to call Yoav and to get the soldiers out. And I'm thinking, okay, the soldiers are going to go out. Yoav will say, okay, Dan Kalish doesn't want it. He sounds like a decent guy, and he doesn't want it. So let's take the soldiers out. I started picturing the soldiers leaving Gaza. Now, the hostages are right there. Gaza is a small place. I started picturing the soldiers leaving, and the hostages were like everybody left. What about us? I started praying I started praying for the hostages, and I didn't make the call to Bibi because I actually think that we can't leave the hostages there. Here, what started out as maybe you could say a shameful thought, it actually brought me places. I actually think Hashem made us right. And I actually think if we let go of a lot of things we build, externals, to be strong, how many of us have a haftias ish adayni ishti ubanai? To let go is so scary, and we'll have adayni more. We'll have ishti more. We'll have banai more if we just let go of some. There was a forced chill of adayni ishti ubanai. The guy, I don't want to go free, adayni. you'll have Adoni, you'll have a much deeper version of everything we want and what we create, we could have deeper if we just let go a little deeper and a little freer. A little deeper and a little freer. Everything we thought we had in a construction, and we do have in a sense. This Evet does have an Adon, but it's not the real thing. It's, I don't want to say not real, it's very real. But he could have it much deeper. You know why his Adon does all this? Because he's a Yid and his Adon follows Torah and loves him. It's but an echo of the Adon, of the true Adon. He likes this wife, he's right. It's wonderful companionship. You know, he could have a companion for all eternity. He likes his banim. There's banim of sorts that have been Kanani, I sort of. When he goes free, the banim don't come with him. If he but lets go of an external, something that's more external, he could have it internally and profoundly and deeply and forever. And I think there are many, many things that we hold on to that if we let go the very thing we want, we could have in a deeper way. Many, many things are like that, if we're willing to let go of the external of it. We let go. I have seen many, many, many guys let go of external securities and all different external type things they were holding on to get in a much deeper way. In a much deeper way. We protect and guard. Here, I didn't want to admit a shameful thought. Because it's so shameful not to care, and by admitting a thought, Hashem made me better by letting go of something, perception of something I let go. I was actually able to care about the prisoners. Amazing, by way of the way Hashem made it, where I really did have a thought where I had enough. And then I actually, by thought about it and paid attention to what Hashem was saying, actually came to caring about about the hostages. Actually mattered to me. We let go of an external of many things, we can have it in a more pneumistic way. That's what I want to share from the beginning of Parshas Mishpatim. There are two songs I think we should definitely sing. Let My People Go should be sung. Can we do that? You know what?
Yeah. You know the little part.
We'll do the second.
ואפילו בהסתרה שבשריך הסתרה, בוודאי גם שם, בוודאי גם שם, נמצאו השם ישמורה. אפילו בהסתרה שבשריך הסתרה, בוודאי גם שם, בוודאי גם שם, נמצאו השם יצבורה. Let my people go, let my people go, let my people go, let my people go. Yerushalayim Hashem Mitzvah Yisrael Yichad. Oh, let my people go, let my people go, let my people go, let my people go. They feel the let my people go, let my people go, let my people go, let my people go. By the Yerushalayim my people go. Let my people go. Let my people go. Let my people go.
That was beautiful. Thank you. What's the name?
One knows
Wake up. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Wake up, my love. Wake up, my love. Wake up, my love, for your light is bright. Your light is bright. Your light is bright. Wake up, my love, for your light is bright. Wake up, my love. Wake up, my love. Wake up, my love, for your light is bright. Your light is bright. Your light is bright. Wake up, my love, for your light is bright. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. It's keep on ore, ore, shidabe, keep on Hashem, alayet nigla. And even though I may feel like I'm alone, but in my heart I know that I'm already home. And even though I may feel like I'm alone, but in my heart I know that I'm already home. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da, dee-da-da-da-da-da.
Before we say Vatam Tilim Let's Kayana, maybe we'll get a solo from Eli, maybe from Yisrael. Eli, you'll for sure, Eli, you'll do a solo Vatam Tilim. Yaina, you'll do one? We'll go around, we'll do a few solos around. One solo is here. Yisrael started music in Waterbury. He started music in Waterbury, please. Welcome, guys. Each guy invests. When a yeshiva is a place of people, so it's not walls, it's people, everything that goes on. You have a chiluk, and you put sincerity, courage, and worked and brought music and other things to yeshiva. It still lives. It's not a wall, it's people. Yisrael was a dorm counselor the first year. Yisrael Chavetz of the high school, 16 years ago, he was a dorm counselor. He was a bacher in yeshiva before. I wanna share this thought, and then we'll sing Vatem Tilia and end with one last song. So 2 songs, but first, the share as follows. By Kabbalah Satira, the Rebbeinu Shloim says to Klal Yisrael by Kabbalah Satira that you see the thunder. You see the thunder. Now all of us know the difficulty of that is you can't see thunder, you hear thunder. So Rabbi Kiva said the following thing happened by Kabbalah Satira. We saw that which is heard. Normally you hear something. We saw that which is heard. And we heard that which is seen. Very trippy. To hear that which is seen, how do you hear? I like understanding things. I don't want to settle. What is that in my world? What does that mean? We teach our little kids. That which was seen, they heard, and that which is heard, they sing. Did anybody see what we're hearing now? There's no such thing. It's heard, it's not seen. What does it mean to see that which they heard, that which was heard? That's what happened by Kabbalah Satira. That's a cool magic trick. What does that mean? What is that in our world, in mine and your world? What does that mean? What does it mean to see what's heard? What does it mean to hear what's seen? What normally you see, they heard. What's normally heard, they saw. Maybe like sound waves. I guess we try to teach it to our youth. Forget our youth, I'm talking about me. What does that mean to you? What does that mean? What does that mean? We saw what's heard. Did we? Maybe you say like the airwaves, we saw it. Speeches, we're both just sitting here. I'm like using this, like getting out some sort of sound. I do have a sore throat, but something's coming out. Beautiful things are coming out there, and we all like hear it, but it's just an experience. I don't know, just each in our seat, and something goes on, like not physical. Somehow they saw the airwaves, maybe like through the air. Was it become like, I don't even know. You're not even seeing what's heard then, by the way. The airwaves we saw like air. What does it mean? This is what happened at Kabbalah Satira. We saw what's heard and heard what is seen. What's Shlomo, something's being expressed here that's true, that I think remains part of a Yid for all eternity. We're the nation, it defines us. With the Amma de Kabili Araisa, with a nation that received the Torah. A Yid has Mechoyev Midaraisa every day of their life to remember Kabbalah Satira. And I don't think there's a side detail of Kabbalah Satira, that we heard what was seen and we saw what's heard. What does that mean, Shlomo? So I want to share something that it means to me, Shlomo. Sight, Shlomo, is incredibly powerful to see something. Very, very powerful. It makes an impression on our soul much different than the other senses. Years ago, a guy, there's a halacha. If you're mevaker a chayla, the Ramban says to be yotze bikur chaylim, you have to pray. It's based on a Gemara in the Dharm. The Gemara says you shouldn't visit a chayla the first 3 hours of the day. He looks so strong, you won't pray hard enough. Don't visit him the last 3 hours of the day. He looks so weak, you'll give up hope. So you're supposed to visit him at a time that brings out the best prayer. Says the Ramban, the whole purpose of Bikur Chaylim is to pray. The Ramah paskins in Shulchan Aruch that if you visit somebody and you don't pray a chayla, you're not yotze Bikur Chaylim. So I have a kasha shlom, so why visit him? Just pray. The whole purpose of the visit is to pray. Just pray. I had a cousin that was sick in a hospital in Baltimore. My prayer was putrid. When I went to visit him, I started praying. That's what happened to me with the hostages. I like looking at pictures of what's going on in Eretz Yisrael because I hear about it. It's not real to me. That's the way we're constructed. We don't see it. A guy called me up from yeshiva and he said, "Vi am a chassan." And inside I felt nothing. I was like, oh, mazel tov. Now, emotions are funny, but what's happening inside of me? I'm not excited. Kalish, you rock. You're close to the guy. And he says he's a chassan. I'm not excited. We have a chassan here, Danny. I'm like, I met in Baruch Hashem together with the Kala, but I saw them before they're engaged. We're going to get together, the chassan and Kala, we're going to get together. When you see a guy engaged, l'chaims are the best simcha in the world. The Farkas mishpach should make many l'chaims b'karov. And a l'chaim is the best simcha. You come and the chassan and Kala are there. I'm like waiting to go to Shleimus l'chaim b'shah tova. The Guru should make many l'chaims this year. That's Hashem. You come to a l'chaim, there's a chassan and Kala. It's a simcha. It hits you. It's interesting to hear about it. The way we're constructed, it doesn't like I hear Mazel Tov. There, oh. It doesn't like I don't know. I don't say you don't believe it because nobody's lying to you. If you don't see the chassan and Kala, it's very hard to get moved. Somebody says pray for her. He said, you see it. It's like whoa. You start praying. That's the power of sight. It's very powerful to see something. Chazal say Re'iyah connects to you something much deeper in the soul. It becomes part of your essence. Chazal say that which was heard we saw. Typically, we live in a very physical world. The table's real. Spirituality, we hear. It's like a concept. We hear it. Here, it's like probably a Kabbalah Satira, our people change for all eternity. We see that which is heard. We became Neshamadik. That which was only like the Neshama, I hear, it's conceptual. A Yid came to me. See, you talk so much about Neshama. I was like, when did you do this? When I met the guys, they introduced me, souls. I see what I used to hear. I see it. Before I never spoke Neshamas. I know it was like I only heard it. I didn't see it. Today, this is Kabbalah Satire and its truth, is to see that which is heard. That which the rest of the world, it's like, people say the real world, but that's the most real thing, is a bunch of Neshamas sitting. A bunch of souls, big lights, big iris, big lights. People get cynical when somebody's nifter, that the tendency, like after they die, you appreciate them. When somebody departs, my father in his lifetime, I appreciate him. I was awed by him. When he departed, he just was in a neshama. I got distracted by his ears. We get distracted by each other's ears. That's what happens. Little nuance. We're souls. We're souls. Soul. Mamish. Or Gadol, each of us with a light to bring to the world. She'ein kamayu b'chol olam. Each of us. Pashat. We get distracted by each other's ears. We get a little distracted. That's what happens. When the distraction leaves, you're like, oh, it's a big light. That's you, the truth of the light that was here, and you don't get distracted by the ears. What it means at Kabbalah Satire, we became a people who see that which is heard. Ruchnius and a life of service of Hashem became our reality, became what's the most real thing to us. And a matter of fact, where other people see, we only hear. I'm going to tell you a lesson. I was in a camp this summer with the Rebbe. My kid's Rebbe, who became my wife and I's Rebbe. He's a big person, big Eved Hashem. The camp was very fancy. Shlomo could say, hey, this is a very fancy place. We had Mezaichim and the Farkas. There's a very fancy place. So I say to the Rebbe, I'm like, after I met him for 3 weeks, this wouldn't have happened. I asked Mechila. But I didn't know him so well. Yet one of the first days, he said, Rebbe, I want to ask Mechila. He said, for what? I said, it's so fancy. I'm not such a fancy guy. I felt like maybe it's too physical. So I said, I want to ask Mechila. I started apologizing. He said, things? He said, I see Ava. There's a Yid who brings stuff because he loves the guys and the guys love each other. And I see a wild expression of Ava. I don't get caught up in things. He told me a Maisa that I've said since he told it to me. It's like the best story in the world. It's the story. I want you to go home with this story. We'll sing 2 songs. We'll see that which is heard. But he said that the Chayz of Lublin, the Chayz, the Tzaddik, the Chayz said to a Chassid, the Chassid did something nice for the Chayz, and the Chayz was feeling very big feelings then. So he said, I want to give you a bracha, the Chayz. He said, you have 2 choices. Either you sit next to me in Olam Haba for all eternity, or you could be a rich man. You choose. And the Yid didn't flinch, said, I want to be rich. He goes out and he tells his friends what happened. You're crazy. Sit next to the Chayzer for all eternity. And I want to explain why this Yid is the exact Yid who gets to sit next to the Chayzer for all eternity. The Yid said, I'm here to serve Hashem. To sit next to the Chayzer of Lublin, I don't know how to serve Hashem with that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. To be rich, I have an almana down the block. I'm always worried for her. She has no money. And if I get money, I can give her the money. I can support her. So I can serve Hashem with that. So of course I chose Ashirs. That's the guy who sits next to the Chayzer for all eternity, by the way. A Yid doesn't see physical things. What others see, we only hear in the background. We hear what others see, and we see what others hear. And the Shama, spirituality, I hear. They hear it, we see it. It's our reality. It's our reality. The physical we hear about. I apologize for things. He didn't see things. He only hears that stuff. That was like a background. What does he see? He saw you didn't like each other. You didn't be nice to each other. He sees that which others hear and hears what others see. That's the experience of Yid. That's mamish our world. We become neshamadik, big people. We're not caught up in things. Things I love a beautiful Shabbos table. There's a Yid, I think he needs to go through a new Kabbalah Satire. He needs to see what's heard and hear what's seen. I brought his kids to that good convention. He got mad at me. He said, so fancy. How do you bring my kids? How do we justify all the expense and the fanciness? The Gedolim there and Shabbos is there. It can't be fancy enough. I love a beautiful Shabbos table. There's also too fancy. If you see things, so then it could be too fancy. That person is seeing what is seen. In Kabbalah Satire, we only hear what's seen. We see what's heard. It's Gedolim. I was bringing your son to me Gedolim. How could you say it's too fancy? And it's Dach might say Shabbos after Shabbos saying Gedolim. There's nothing in the world. I have to apologize if it's not fancy enough. If you see things, so you get caught up. The guy caught up in things. Caught up in things. See, I apologize. I'm so fancy. He wasn't caught up in things. That was a backdrop. He doesn't see what is seen. What is seen is only heard. It's only a backdrop. The table's the backdrop to a matzah. This beautiful shul is a backdrop to Yidden. The shul's wonderful, but it's a backdrop to Yidden. We live in a very pneumistic adar, very, very pneumistic adar. And this thing to mamish, this is Kabbalah Satira, to see that which is heard, that it's our real neshamas sitting together, neshamas, to mamish see what's heard. That was the experience. That's the true experience of Kabbalah Satira, to see that which is heard. And to hear that which is seen. That which is seen is a backdrop. It's not being the ikras, too fancy. It's a backdrop. It's a good backdrop for something. Stop seeing what's seen, hear what's seen. Only understand its usage. Only understand what it's about. The table, it's holding stuff. You have Sudas and Shabbos on. It's about something. It's usages. Let's sing V'atem Tiyulu Melech's Kahanim, talking the parasha of what our nation is, Mamlechas Kahanim Egoy Kodesh, that sees what's heard and heard what's seen. Is Ellie still here?
Yeah. Go listen.
I want to ask Shlomo is right in Yeshiva with Zeicha, the 2 guys who brought a lot to Yeshiva. And I like when people sing in Yeshiva, this is one of the anthems since Yisrael's been. This song has been for years and years. There are new songs also. I feel like there's a dignity of the guys. That anyway, they're singing it. Atam tiulim, I must promise from Hashem, the preciousness of our people. Never in our lives, as the last 2 years, are we more in touch. We're a people, a together people, a precious people, a people that's hoping for each year to come back home and be with us. So I'm going to ask Yona. Yona comes from 5 towns, a local back home. Elias from Brooklyn, next door neighbors with 5 towns. If you guys will do should they run the whole thing, just the high part? Low and high, the ganze. The first time around, just you two. I want to end. We'll end with one last song that I've been asking Shlomo. Shlomo Sokan, I first thank Eli Dax, a fresh young man. Thank you, Eli. I thank you, the Krupka, tremendously. I thank Yoram Levine and Elliot. Thank you so much. I want to ask Shlomo, has been since Simchas Torah, the heart of a Yid, the pnimius of a Yid. So we've been singing Peel Off the Klipa everywhere. And this song, L'cha Amar Libi, that speaks about the beauty that's in a Yid, that the beautiful pnimius of a Yid, that's be'emes, that's be'emes. Don't be afraid. We're so afraid of the inside, even complicated feelings and thoughts. We could venture there. Don't be afraid. The heart of a Yid is beautiful things. Even this Yid says, "Ahaftias Adoni v'asishivas banai." In some ways, I picture the Yid as being shamed. Love you, like he's saying he has fun, he loves, and in a deep way, he's being brought. If he'll but let go, he's brought to a deeper love and a deeper place. Don't be afraid. He's right. I picture the Yid like sheepishly, and he gets, in a way, but just don't say la'etzei chafshi. Go to freedom, but go deep inside. Don't be afraid. So I'm going to ask Shlomo L'cha Amar Libi. Close with that song.
L'cha Amar Libi, L'cha Amar Libi, Ibach Seek inside and all you'll find is light that's shining bright from the one above. inside, and all you'll find is light that's shining bright from the one above. Seek inside, and all you'll find is light that's shining bright from the one above. Oh, seek inside, and all you'll find is light that's shining bright from the one above. Seek inside, and all you'll find is light that's shining bright from the one above. I crave you with all my heart. 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 Oh yes, Monecha Hashem Avakin. Oh yes, Monecha Hashem Avakin. Es Monecha Hashem Avakin. Lecha Amar Libi. Lecha Amar Libi.
I just wanted to close by thanking everybody for coming, learn together, to sing together, to sit together, to be. Yidden belong together. Yidden belong together, and to sit, especially in Rabbi Farkas Shul, a place of the Yid who loves Yidden. He just without we don't need to show something. We don't need to create. We have something. We need to tap into something. We don't need to create something. All of us should be zeichet to tap in. We're people who were given with Kabbalah Satire, we're charged, we're lifted up. Hashem was miraymim and megadel of people to be very neshamadik people. So the Rebbeinu Shalom should grant us to see ourselves as precious neshamas, to see other just the truth. Lubavitch Rebbe Yid came to me, saw like a big light, and he just begged people, shine your light. Each person has a neshadik, a light to bring, to give. It's not meant for chinuch, kiruv, a certain age. It's the 84-year-old young man in Bnei Brak, the 30-year-old accountant in Teaneck, the 64 guy in Brooklyn, Yerushalayim. Yidden were big people. Am Yisrael, Atam Tili, a promise Hashem, Amleches Kan V'Goy Kodesh. We should see Yidden returning back home, Yidden coming home. The Matir Asurim should be Matir Asurim, and we should just see amongst Yidden Haramas carrying Yisrael, uptaking the prestige of Yidden. It's tremendous. Sitting here is tremendous. I was missing that one guy to make a little trouble, but it was nice even without that. It worked even without that, because I guess in Farkas is Shul, where the people are just errands. You don't even need that. It's a chiddush. We didn't need trouble. The Pasha didn't need it. It was amazing that it was so bishmak even without that. I really thank everybody for coming. Have an excellent night. Thank you.